micro-cheating.
We're not talking about sleeping around. This isn't about physical affairs. We're looking at that murky, foggy, gray area.
The gray area. That place where you feel like you might be going crazy because, technically nobody's even touched anyone, but it just feels wrong.
We're going to look at 5 specific scenarios, 5 signs that show these behaviors that just sort of poison a relationship slowly.
Before we jump in, though, I have to ask about the defense mechanism, because I was reading this and I kept thinking, I've heard this exact phrase.
Oh, I know the one.
Relax, you're crazy, we're just friends.
Which is almost always said while, secretly deleting an entire chat history.
Right. And that's the tension, isn't it? In this world of DMs and smartphones, where is the line? So, look, if you're listening, whether you're happily married, dating, or single and loving it, go grab a snack, grab some popcorn.
Seriously.
Because as we go through these 5 personas, you might recognize an ex. You might recognize a friend.
Or, and this is the scary part, you might recognize yourself.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a mirror test today.
It really is. So, okay, let's jump right in with our first suspect, the digital shredder. Let's call him Mark.
Mark's an interesting case because he doesn't really fit the stereotype of a player. He thinks of himself as a nice guy.
Right, he's not out at bars or anything. He genuinely loves his girlfriend.
Probably brings her coffee in the morning.
Totally. So, on paper, Mark's a catch, but there's a coworker, Jessica, and on the surface, their whole interaction seems, well, harmless.
Memes, cat videos.
Who doesn't love a good cat video?
But context is everything, It never stays at cat videos. That's just the entry point.
It slides.
It slides. It turns into these little jokes about how good Mark looks in that blue shirt.
Yeah.
Or Jessica texting him about how lonely she is on a Friday night.
See, this is where I play devil's advocate for a second. Is commenting on a blue shirt really cheating? Is venting about being lonely, forbidden?
In isolation.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But here's where it gets suspicious. Mark has a ritual.
Oh, yeah.
Every single day, before he walks through his front door to see his girlfriend, he sits in his car. And he performs a surgical operation on his phone.
Select all. Delete.
Poof. Gone. Like it never even happened. He wipes the slate clean before he goes inside.
Now, if you cornered Mark and asked him, dude, why are you scrubbing your phone like you're some kind of spy? He's got his answer ready.
What is it?
I just didn't want you to take it the wrong way. You get so jealous over nothing, I'm just avoiding a fight.
Ah, the classic whatever defense. Innocent people don't destroy evidence.
That line, it really sticks with you. But what about privacy? Doesn't everyone deserve a little privacy?
There's a huge psychological difference, though, between privacy and secrecy. Privacy is having a password on your phone.
Right.
Secrecy is deleting specific interactions within that phone. If Mark and Jessica were really just talking about spreadsheets and funny cats, why would that data need to be, incinerated like it's a classified CIA document?
That's a good point. I don't delete my texts with my mom or my friends about fantasy football. I never feel the need to hide those.
Exactly. By hiding the context, Mark is admitting that the context is the problem. He knows, deep down, that the tone crosses a boundary.
So he's not really saving his girlfriend from stress.
No. He's saving himself from accountability.
So he's basically gaslighting her, making her feel crazy for being suspicious, while he is actively destroying the proof that her gut feeling is right.
Precisely.
Okay, that's Mark. Let's move on to suspect number 2. This one. This one felt different to me. Heavier, emotionally. This is the intimacy thief.
Yeah, this one is painful because it deals with a limited resource. Not money, but emotional energy.
So let's set the stage. We've got Sarah. She has a boyfriend, Tom. Solid guy. But Sarah also has a work husband. Let's call him Ryan.
Ah, the dreaded work husband term. It sort of implies this level of intimacy that's disguised as just, professional friendship.
Right. So here's what happens. Sarah gets a massive promotion. A huge life event for her. Career defining. She's over the moon. Who is the first person she calls?
You'd assume Tom, right?
Yeah.
In a healthy relationship, you share the big wins with your partner first.
You would assume. But nope, she calls Ryan.
Of course.
And it's not a quick chat. They're on the phone for 20 minutes. There are happy tears, deep validation. Ryan is telling her how amazing she is. They share that peak emotional high together.
Yeah, then.
And then she drives home to Tom. She walks in. Tom says, hey, honey, how was your day? And she just says, oh, it was fine. Got a promotion. What's for dinner?
We usually think of cheating as physical, who you share your body with. But this argues that a real relationship is built on who you share your life with.
It said Ryan got the champagne version of Sarah.
And Tom got
the leftovers.
That's devastating. But it's psychologically spot on. We only have so much emotional bandwidth in a day. It's a finite tank.
Right?
So when you take your biggest emotions, your wins, your losses, your fears, and you give them to someone else, you are robbing your primary relationship. You're leaving the cupboard totally bare for your partner.
It makes Tom feel like a roommate. He's just there for the logistics, for dinner and bills, while Ryan is the one connecting with her soul.
Correct. If a friend knows your heart better than your partner does, they aren't just a friend. They are a replacement.
But is it fair to say you can't have deep connections outside your relationship? Does your partner have to be your everything?
Not your everything, but they have to be your priority. It's about the order of operations. If the best of you goes somewhere else, your partner is living on a starvation diet of your affection.
Wow. Starvation diet of affection. Okay, let's keep moving before I get too depressed about Tom. Let's talk about the ex-whisperer. This is suspect number 3, David.
Ugh, the good guy trap again. A very specific flavor of it.
So David has a fiancée, Lisa. They're building a life, maybe planning a wedding. But David is still in constant contact with his ex, Julia. They broke up 3 years ago.
And Julia is,
Oh my
I
God.
guess, always going through something. The perpetual damsel in distress.
You nailed it. Her cat is sick, her car broke down, she's sad because it's raining, and David is her emotional anchor, constantly texting her, "Are you okay? Need anything?"
And Lisa, the fiancée, has no idea about the extent of this, right?
Oh, of course not. He hides how often it happens, and his excuse is, "Lisa's just insecure, she wouldn't get it, I'm just being a good person."
This is the savior complex. It feels good to be the hero, to be the one person who can save Julia. Almost harsh rebuttal for David.
What is it?
You are not Mother Teresa, you are a boyfriend.
I love that line. You are not Mother Teresa.
It just cuts through all the noise. David thinks he's being noble, but what he's really doing is keeping a door open to his past.
Why, though? Why keep that door open if he's with Lisa?
It's rarely just about being nice. It's about maintaining an attachment and emotional backup plan.
A backup plan. So just in case things with Lisa go south, Julia's still there.
Exactly. It's risk management for the heart, but it's a betrayal for the fiancé. The source's advice is brutal, but necessary. Close the door, lock it, and throw away the key. You can't commit with one foot still out the door.
That is a tough pill to swallow for people who want to stay friends with their exes.
And you can stay friends, but there's a line. Acting as their primary emotional support system. Well, you have to retire from that job.
All right, let's switch gears to something a bit more modern. Let's talk about Sam, the social media hype man. Sam is always on Instagram. Now, when his actual girlfriend posts a cute photo of them, or even just a selfie, what does Sam do?
Crickets? A single like maybe?
Maybe, but when a random fitness model posts a photo, or a girl from high school he had a crush on posts a thirst trap, Sam is in those comments like a Navy SEAL.
Deploying the fire emojis.
Fire emojis, drooling faces, the looking good comments, it's a lot. And when his girlfriend calls him out, what does he say?
Babe, it's just Instagram. It's not real life.
It doesn't mean anything. It's just pixels on a screen.
This is such a common argument now. It's harmless because it's virtual. But the expert reality check here uses this fascinating economic concept that says attention is a currency.
Ooh, I like that. Unpack that for me.
Well, think about it. We only have so much attention to give.
Yeah.
It's a finite resource, just like your money. If Sam is spending his entire attention paycheck on strangers online,
Giving them validation.
giving them that dopamine hit, he's bankrupting his own relationship. He's investing his energy and his validation outside the partnership. And it's public. That's the other key. If it doesn't mean anything, then Sam should just hand his phone over and let his girlfriend comment, looking hot on a bunch of random guys' photos.
Yeah, somehow I don't think Sam would be so chill about that.
Not a chance.
Ugh.
Because publicly lusting after other people, even digitally, it just signals to the world that it's a billboard that says, I am not fully taken.
It's humiliating for the partner. Everyone can see it.
It is. It's a form of public disrespect. Which leads us perfectly into our final suspect, doesn't it? Sign number 5, this is the technically single. Meet Mia.
Mia is maybe the most strategic of all of them. This is less about impulse and more about calculation. So Mia is married, she wears a ring, but when she's at the gym talking to her very cute personal trainer or at a bar talking to some charming guy, suddenly the story changes.
How does she talk about her marriage?
She minimizes it. She says things like, my husband and I are basically just roommates now.
Or, I don't even know if we're going to make it.
And the classic, it's complicated.
This is what advertising availability.
She hasn't physically cheated. She hasn't kissed the trainer. But she is absolutely setting the stage.
She's putting her relationship in the clearance bin to see if anyone wants to make an offer.
The clearance bin. That's harsh.
It is, but think about it. If you tell a potential suitor, I'm happily married, that's a red light. Stop.
Yeah.
But if you say, we're basically roommates, that is a flashing green light. You're inviting them to audition for the role of your next partner.
Macro disrespect.
Because you're supposed to present a united front. If you're dismantling that front to make yourself look available, you've already left the relationship in your head. You just haven't moved out yet.
So it's monkey branching.
It's total monkey branching. You don't let go of this branch until you have a firm grip on the next one. It ensures you never have to be alone, but it's deeply unfair to the person on the first branch.
So we've got quite a lineup here. Mark deleting texts, Sarah giving her emotional champagne to a colleague, David playing savior to his ex, Sam hyping of strangers online, and Mia pretending she's single.
It's a real rogues gallery of gray area behavior.
It is,
Yeah.
and I'm sure anyone listening right now is either laughing nervously or feeling a very specific knot in their stomach.
And that knot is your intuition talking. Is your body registering a breach of trust, even if your brain is trying to explain it away?
So what's the common thread here? Because they all look so different on the surface.
There is one. The bottom line, the connective tissue between all of these behaviors is one word: secrecy.
Secrecy.
Whether it's deleting a text, hiding the depth of a conversation, or downplaying your marriage,
Yeah.
it all relies on keeping your partner in the dark. You know the full truth. They only know the edited version. Can you show the messages? If you handed your phone to your partner right now, unlocked, would you feel that spike of panic? If you have to hide the interaction, if you feel that little twinge of guilt, you are crossing the line.
It's not about some social rule. It's about your own internal alarm bell.
Exactly. That twinge is your conscience telling you that you're operating outside the agreement of your relationship.
Which of these is actually the worst?
That is a tough one. They all damage the relationship in different ways.
Is it the digital shredder? The active, calculated deleting of evidence?
Or is it the intimacy thief? Giving away your heart to someone else. One is lying about what you're doing. The other is replacing who you're doing it with. Both are destructive, but I think intimacy theft might be harder to recover from.
Stay loyal. Stay smart.
And pay attention to the silence. Sometimes the real story is in what's not being said.
Thanks for diving in with us. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.